Hey guys, this is JS501 coming at you again, and before I say anything, let me just think for a minute. Let me just start off by saying we've been in so many wars over the years, and this was the most critical one. Well, it's not a war per se, but let me just say that we're in so many fights. We were in World War I, World War II, the Iraq War, we were up against the Nazis. Let's see, George Washington up against the British, and I gotta say that we had tons and tons of wars, like countless wars over the years. Well, not per se countless, but I gotta say that we can't forget one thing, a dark event that happened 14 years ago, or 13 years ago, as I've said. And that was the event of 9/11. The ISIS terrorists coming to, they were bombing New York, and in 2001 I wasn't here in Michigan. I was in New Jersey. I was born there. I was only a year old. And I gotta say, New York was only a couple hours away, so let's just say it wasn't really safe for us. And it really worried me and my family, and all my aunts and uncles were living with us. So not any, we don't live with our aunts and uncles anymore. We're just we've only been there for a year, so yeah. So I've only been in New Jersey for like a year, and that was when 9/11 occurred. And New York was only a couple hours away, and my mom and dad were watching the news, and they saw what was happening to New York with the terrorists, the ISIS terrorists bombing a skyscraper in New York, and it was smoking and was on fire, and it collapsed, and it caused like a huge bit of smoke, like black smoke all over the place, and people couldn't breathe. They had to go to the hospital. They were all hospitalized. Some were dead because they were in the building. There's millions of rooms in that building. Yeah, there's tons of stuff going on. And let's not forget that ISIS terrorists were just jumped in a jet. They probably hijacked a jet and they flew it towards New York City and started bombing us with New York's jets. So they were getting bombed with their own jets. Only it was ISIS terrorists against them because they hijacked it, and now 12 years later, they're pretty much done. Now the ISIS terrorists are gonna have to pay for the big mistake that they made, and they're rebuilding the part of New York City, the skyscraper, one of the skyscrapers that were like knocked down and caused tons of destruction. But I'm definitely sure that there's more than one skyscraper that was destroyed. I know that for sure. But now, on July 3rd and 4th, I heard that, well, before July 3rd and 4th, July 1st or 2nd, I heard on the news that, my dad was watching the news, and the ISIS terrorists are coming back, and they're coming to bomb us again. The reason why I know this is because, the local news is obsessed with talking about it nowadays, because it's such a serious problem around America. And I should say that they plan to bomb us on the 4th of July. And now they're planning to bomb the rest of the states. The reason why they're doing this is because so they can please their gods, and so that they can go ahead for killing everybody in America. And that is very, very morbid, to say the least. That is very morbid, and it's very scary. And I was hoping that we wouldn't get bombed around our neighborhood, because I was just hoping not to, because I know that they got jets going back and forth to different countries, different states, all over the place, and now they're like bombing everybody, and I hope they don't succeed at it, because if they do, then we're screwed. So yeah, that's about all I know about the ISIS terrorists. ISIS terrorist attack was awful in 2001 on 9/11. That was a very dark time. And what I heard is that July 4th was even going to be even more dark than 9/11 14 years ago. And we're just as bad as 9/11. Say that. That is very, very uncommon for us to top that moment of when we were being bombed of 9/11. It's very serious. It is a very serious consequence. It is a very serious event that will soon not be forgotten. Won't be forgotten at all. And well, we just hope that ISIS terrorists don't bomb us ever again. But I do know that there has to be like some way to stop them, like some way to get them out of our country. Because what I heard is that they're tightening security on all the states and countries like New Jersey. Because July 3rd was when I heard that they were planning to attack on New Jersey, and that's where the rest of my family lives. So hope that doesn't happen. My brother lives there. He used to live in Michigan, but then he moved to New Jersey. The thing is, I never met him, so hope nothing happens to him or the rest of my family. So I haven't heard from them in years. Actually, I rarely talk to them, to say the least. But anyway, so I know I haven't made a video in a little while, because I was just taking a break from all those music videos, stressing me out because I thought that I didn't have enough to do, and I was getting really tired, so I just wanted to release the album and call it quits. Not call it quits like I'm quitting YouTube or anything. I've been making YouTube videos for like 4 or 5 years, since 2011, since 2010, 2011, I think. I started making videos in 2009. And yeah, so I'm going to be finishing, with that said, I'm going to be finishing up Talking News, the final episode, and as you may or may not know, I'm going to be making sketch comedy, and sketch comedy the sketch comedy show I'm going to be making a live action show. It's going to be a show that involves my friends and me playing a character. And I'm probably not going to be the main character. I'm probably just going to be every average person in the series. So, if you don't know the series name, I can give it to you right now. So the series name is going to be called The Sketchy Skateboard Nerd. The Sketchy Skateboard Nerd is going to be like I think Spencer's going to be playing as the main character. I haven't decided what character he's going to be playing though. I don't know. I haven't really given him a real name. So Spencer's going to be playing as the main character. Seth is going to be playing as I think like an average person, or like his best friend sort of way. Yeah, Spencer and Seth are brothers, but in the series we're trying to make them like as if they're just friends though in the series. And I'm gonna be the average person. So I think I already have a name for Seth, for his character. His character name is gonna be Sam. And oh yeah, I thought about the name that I want to give Spencer. Spencer's real name in the series is going to be called David. My name is probably going to be like Joseph, I think. Yeah, Joseph. Joe or Joseph. But I hope you're looking forward to the series. I know I kept Talking News for like around 3 years, but that's the longest I've ever kept a show. Usually I run a show for like 2 years, 2.5 years per se. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have time for. Event of 9/11, the return of the terrorists from 9/11, Talking News final episode, Sketchy Skateboard Nerd, and more claymations. There's going to be more music videos, but they're only going to be made like they're going to be made like a couple years from now. I don't want to release an album every year, because I would get sick of it. So I'm probably just going to make a new album like 4 years, 3, 2, whenever. So I'll see you guys some other time. And yeah, goodbye.